Midweek Wednesday.
Yes.
Woohoo!
So nice. I feel like this week has kind of flown already thus far. I mean, it's only been, 2 days, but
I think it's because it was Halloween.
yeah,
So it didn't feel like a work day.
made it more fun.
Yeah.
Felt more like a Friday on a Monday.
Yeah.
We had snacks and food and a costume contest, which if I didn't win the costume contest,
When are we going to know who won?
I don't think we're going to. I think they were just like, we fooled them.
Because, everyone dressed up.
I know.
There were 3 workplaces that were decorated.
Yeah. See, and that I think is going to end up getting the awards.
2 of which that I did.
Correct.
Maybe not enough people participated for that to happen.
Well, the people who did it should win by default. Then.
That's right. I think they just lied. But I think everybody's lying.
I think there was intention. Well, we're
Yes.
we're gonna have to get to the bottom of this.
We'll figure it out
Yes.
for sure, Z's. This is The Perspective, by the way. My name's McCall.
I'm Mima.
And I'm producer Butters.
We obviously look into things like, why did I not win the costume contest?
What is my prize?
That's right.
I didn't participate.
That's rough.
That is rough.
Today, we're actually looking
Rough,
into messy garages and hot garbage because they go hand in hand, if you will.
Yeah.
So this morning, I woke up so windy. Like this morning was such a rough, I don't know, last night to this morning, rough.
I must have been dead because I didn't hear anything.
It was like, I literally thought that the hail was going to break in my window.
There was hail.
Yes. It was
I didn't hear anything.
it was
I was
wild.
Dead
I
to
don't
the
think any
world.
of this happened where I lived. Because
Probably not.
Maybe
mean,
this was
I
just
slept
a
with
figment
my
of your
window
imagination.
open.
Yes, it was a figment of my imagination and Dustin's. You're correct. That's and
Maybe
my
you
dogs.
dreamed that
Maybe,
Dustin saw it.
maybe you should just share.
I know. Don't worry. My watch told me I woke up like 6 times last night. So
It's okay. I walked out this morning and I was like, "Why is the garbage can next to my car?"
it's a figment of your imagination. It
sideways.
didn't
Yes.
actually happen.
None of this
garbage
happened.
can sideways next to car, and then why is the doormat now in the backyard?
I don't understand.
Why is the hot tub cover twisted and falling off?
Surprise tornado.
I was like, what happened?
It was rough. It was
Usually
so.
I don't sleep through that kind of stuff.
No, you don't. And usually I'm like, wait, what happened? That's it. So it's completely flipped. So when I woke
I
up
love this.
when I woke up in the middle of the night, I literally thought, oh, producer Butters is going to be so ornery tomorrow because he probably just slept like garbage too. No, this is great. Love that. But this morning when I went out to my car, I was thinking, gosh, I don't want to be walking outside. This is the biggest first world problem. Okay, so before everybody's like, McCall's not grateful for anything. You're
She's
right.
not.
I just wanted to be in a garage, right? I wanted to walk out to my car in the garage. Alas, there's no room in my garage for my vehicle. And I got looking into it because I was kind of curious, like anybody else, is this the case with them? Yeah, 36% of people say, I got so much ish in my garage, there's no room for an actual car.
I think what helped me clear out my garage that I could actually fit my car and get out of my car in my garage was
important.
having the spare bedroom because I
Fair.
put all of my unseasonal clothes. I don't know. Seasonal decorations and all that in my spare bedroom. And really all that I have in my garage is the grill when I'm not using it.
Good.
And extra chairs that somehow I ended up with. Roommates that left. I don't know.
We love acquired chairs.
And what else do I have in there?
Especially the $5 ones.
The outside decorations and Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
See, that's what happens
And empty
when you
boxes.
don't have
Yes.
a garage, is you have a spare bedroom that now becomes your
garage.
Your garage.
Yes.
Because now I have a spare bedroom that is just full of junk. Actually,
Yes.
what's funny is it's actually full of empty boxes because,
Perfect. Yeah. What if I need that box?
what if I need that box?
I'm going to
It's
need
a
that box
good
later.
box.
Yeah. It's
So
a great box.
If I cleared out all the boxes, I probably have less junk in that room.
Yep.
But who wants to go through that?
Right. What is, okay, first of all, what is this fascination with keeping boxes? So I had a bunch of boxes come to my house in the last month-ish. I had these gigantic boxes and I told Dustin, I was like, we need to put these boxes somewhere because we're going to need them because they were brand new. Somebody had bought them so we could package all of the things that ended up in my house. But they're nice boxes. They're moving boxes and stuff. So they're good things. So I told Dustin, I was like, dude, we need to keep these boxes.
I don't know. Maybe it's a feeling of if you threw it out,
Right.
It was a one-time use box that could have been used multiple times, and now you're just like destroying the planet because you used a box once. Maybe that's what it is.
Could be, yeah.
And you're like, I'm gonna hold on to this because maybe I'll use it in the future. And then 5 years go by and you never use that box.
Right. And I think about it in the case of like a fire extinguisher, right? I need this in case of an emergency.
Do you ever recharge it?
My fire extinguisher?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, but
That's good.
Same kind of thing, right? It's like, I need this in the case of an emergency. There is never, knock on wood, a box emergency that I'm like, I need this box right now. I'm
The
making
other-
a box for it.
Okay, so the other thing too is the convenience part because
Sure.
there's not really a place that you can go drop them off like, down the street because
True.
I do.
We live clear out in BFE.
because certain cities got cut off from all that.
Thanks,
Sorry.
D-bags. No, I can't get into that one because I get heated.
That's all I'm
But-
gonna say.
but
I
yes,
just-
it's
We
true.
just don't have that convenience.
Yeah, no more convenience for us. I get it.
I'm not gonna cut it all up and put it in my little blue trash can.
Right. So then what? Then you just leave
guess
it
they just
in a
stay
box.
here.
Yeah, then they just stay in my box. I get it. I
They
get it.
stay in my box in my box.
My box and my box in my garage in
Well,
my house.
My fascination with boxes, I think, is I still live in an apartment,
Mhm.
so I never know if I'm gonna stay or if I'm gonna move in the
Right.
next year. So I'm like, I might need this box. So now I have like 20 boxes in my spare bedroom. They're all broken down.
Good. Thank goodness.
And I
so
have
are mine.
another 20 in my garage. And then I had like another 20 just everywhere in my house. My parents came over. My mom threw them all away.
Thanks, Mom.
So
Except the ones in my spare bedroom.
Oh, fair. Yeah.
there's
yeah.
like okay, a TV box. That's the only one that I can see like actually keeping because if
Right.
you need to move,
If you need to move, you
then
have to
you
keep
got
it.
the styrofoam. You can put it back in there. Put it back in there. That back in the box.
Right. Like that one makes sense.
Makes sense.
I don't
But
need the one for my crock pot.
But the fan that doesn't work anymore, I still have the box for.
Right. It's like, I don't need this box.
You can throw that one out.
One of my favorite
I
posts.
know. I know.
One of my favorite posts that I've come across is like, hey, millennial, throw the iPhone box away. You're not going to need it. Like, because we keep boxes. They're so nice.
I still have my
Like your phone box.
still.
Yeah.
And my earbud box.
Yeah. What if I need
Okay,
it?
so
You're
the
not
only-
going to.
The only thing that I do is I'll cut off the little serial and the
Oh, yeah.
the number, which is stupid because it's on the phone itself.
Right. I already
But
have it.
But I cut that part off and throw the box away.
Interesting.
Huh.
See, I just put it in a box in my basement. So
Yeah, those two boxes are in a tub with
Okay.
like other junk that I probably should go through and throw away.
So
Yeah.
here's another weird thing.
okay.
So in the room that's now my
Garage.
my garage
Qualification
Storage
of
room.
yes, I also save user manuals for some reason.
dude. So do I.
So
Actually, those are good to keep.
Yeah.
I have manuals for my Super Nintendo that I got back when I was like I
Perfect.
don't know.
A child. Right. I get it.
It's still in my drawer. Like I have a filing cabinet. And
That's
it's
impressive.
getting quite full, but I have everything.
Honestly, that's really impressive. See, for me, like all of my existing things, like appliances and stuff, I have them in my quote unquote junk drawer. I guess you would classify it as a junk drawer. It's your catch-all drawer, really. But I have like my fridge manual. I have my stove and my microwave and my dishwasher, and I have all of those manuals like right in that drawer. And I'm like, wow, this is very handy. All of the other manuals literally in a box somewhere. I have no idea.
I probably have manuals for things I don't even have anymore.
That would be so nice.
That would be nice.
You're the dictionary of manuals.
Producer Butters, do you have the manual for this?
Yeah.
I do actually.
Becomes
I just have to find it.
It becomes a fun game. It's like Smith and Edwards. We have everything, not anymore because they've gone through and cleared everything out. But
Yeah, it used
that
to
was
be
their dude.
Mhm.
That was their slogan. We have everything you need if we can find it. Like,
Mhm. Oh yeah.
oh my gosh.
Ugh,
I'm curious
the
what they're
best.
doing with that. Side note, anyway. So, messy garages, some of the things that we're keeping in. I mean, we've got the clutter, obviously. We've got the holiday decorations, also, obviously. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, what is your like system of be like, okay, I need to get rid of this.
So mine is I start really tactfully going through like, oh, maybe I'll need this. And then I get to the end and it's like, throw everything away. I don't need it. And then I end up like 6 months down the road, like, where the heck are my volleyball shoes? Oh, I threw those away because they were at the end of my like, okay, I'm done sorting things. And I have these ugly freaking tall leather boots with stabby things on them that I kept. Why? How many times have I worn them?
See,
Apparently.
Look, I have
It's
the opposite.
ridiculous.
I have the opposite problem. So I'll get to the point where I'm done, and they'll just throw all back in the box, and I'll be like, well, I'll do this later.
Really?
Yep.
That's very interesting. For me, that's how I go through stuff. I go through it and I get very meticulous and very nitpicky at the beginning. And then I'm just like, nope, throw it all away. I haven't used it in years. Done.
There's another thing that I do, and I did it probably 2 weeks ago, maybe a week ago. I don't remember. I start cleaning through something, and then I start another project.
Bingo.
Like cleaning another spot, and then I start another one.
And then you come back and you're like,
And then I'm like, I want to be done with all of this, so...
why is my cabinet open?
Well, we'll just throw this all back in here again.
It's true. And then you just call it good. And it's like, where did my spatula go? Oh, it's in the fridge because I was cleaning it out, but I was done, so I just threw it in there.
Okay, so it started off with my closet. Okay?
Perfect.
I was like,
always
cool.
does.
I'm going to go through and pick some of these shirts that I don't need anymore. Mom could use,
Right.
Dad could use, or we could use to, clean up things. And then when that got done, I was like, oh, I'm going to go through the drawers because I have two
Dresser armoires. Yeah.
I have two dressers. So I was like, and usually I thought the one was empty. Apparently it's not, because
Perfect.
I apparently moved stuff that doesn't fit me anymore over into the other one.
How lovely. Yes. Been
So
there.
then I put more stuff into it. And then I was like, I'm going to go through this stuff. And that's, when I send you something and I was like, do you want this? And you're like, yeah. And then I never did anything with it.
Happens.
Anyways, so in between that, I decided I was going to clean the windowsill.
Yep.
And I was like, cool. So I got the steamer out and I cleaned the windows.
This is the most relatable conversation that I've ever had before in my life.
And then I used the shirt that I was going to throw out to just clean up the windowsill.
Obviously. As one would.
My problem is I feel like everything in my house is connected, so I can't do
It
one
is.
thing without doing the other. So
Right.
I'll start with one thing and then I'll be like, oh, I can't finish this until I do this. So
Correct.
then I start doing that and I was like, can't finish this until I do this. And then next thing I know, it's 3 hours and I've done nothing.
It's an ADHD thing.
And I sit on the
truthfully.
couch and I'm like, I hate this.
It's truthfully. And then you get to an executive
How
dysfunction.
can
That's that
how
point.
Can I hurry and clean this up without actually have to do anything?
Yep,
Oh,
that's
I
the
did
point.
clean out the coat closet too. Forgot
Good.
about
Proud
that.
of you.
Good.
See, anytime I clean my kitchen or anything, if I'm deep cleaning, I'm in a position of actually deep cleaning because I have a lot of catch-all type piles, in the corners of my kitchen.
That's my table.
And yeah, so I don't have a table, but I have my island.
counter.
And my island, I always like to keep clean because I utilize it for cooking and everything, All of the other counter space, I don't really care. So in my one corner, it's I have my Alexa and just random mail and stuff. Then in the other corner, I have just random catch-all things like Dustin's got a drill battery and whatever just sitting there because it's right when you come into the house. And so I have these two corners. Well, then I start cleaning up these corners and it's okay, I need to take this pile up into my office upstairs. Okay, so it's now in my office upstairs. Shoot, there's this whole pile of other bills that I haven't, or pieces of mail that I haven't organized and put into my file folder. I guess I better do that. So then I start organizing and putting it into my file folder. This one needs a bigger file. Okay, let's go find a bigger file. Go find a bigger file. Realize that, the pens are out of place. So then I'm like, okay, we got to go take the pens, grab the pens, go into my studio. I realize everything's fallen down in there. So I start cleaning it up and everything's cleaned up in there and I put it up. And then I'm like, oh shoot, this needs to go into my backpack that has my laptop in it. Then I take it down to my laptop bag. Then I realize that my laptop bag is messy. So then I dump it all out and then I clean everything and I organize it. And then I get up and I'm like, I need a snack. And I go into the kitchen. I'm like, dang it, I was cleaning this up. And then it starts all over again.
Yes.
It's the biggest pain.
I eventually get it done.
That's good.
For the most part.
Right.
Also, it was
I don't.
snowing when I was cleaning the window, so I had the window out while it was snowing outside.
Of course. As one does.
Yes.
And other people in the house are like, it's getting cold. And I was like, I
Get
know,
over it.
I'm trying to hurry.
Get over
Sorry.
it. This is how my brain is working. And if I don't do it right now, it's not getting done.
Yeah.
It's ADHD, my friend.
And then, sometimes I just hyper focus on something. My entire house is messy, but I will fixate on this one closet that nobody sees.
Yep. I will clean the baseboard 15 times. I will vacuum the air return, but my house is a mess. It literally looks like a bomb went off, but I got to vacuum the air return. Sorry, can't do
right
anything
now my
else.
house is clean because my mom's there and she
Right,
cleans it.
right.
but
Must be nice.
Mine's getting clean.
it's kind of nice. Yes.
It's my goal today is to get my house clean.
I've
But
just-
go ahead. Sorry. No.
I've decided this weekend I'm going to clean with my mom.
Great
because
choice.
My guest bedroom is still a hot mess because that's where I'm sleeping.
Right?
But my room is spotless because I made it spotless for my parents.
Right.
And then they keep it spotless. So
How nice of them.
it's just my room.
You know, I talked to my dogs earlier and they didn't want to help me clean. So I think that's kind of rude of them. So I have to clean up after them all the time. But, you know, thankfully, Dustin's pretty helpful when it comes to like cleaning the house. But my dogs are there all day long and they don't
They
help.
do not help. They make a bigger mess.
Freaking buggers. They ruin my life.
Like I literally, before my mom would come, I would clean my house. My floor would be spotless. My downstairs would be spotless. Upstairs, total mess. Downstairs, spotless. I would leave to do whatever, come back, trash
Yep.
everywhere.
Yep. Thanks,
Really?
dog. Yep.
Really?
Yep. Anytime I come home, sis has this new thing. So I have my bed. I will make my bed in the mornings before I leave. Typically, depending on what time it is that I get up. If I get up before Dustin, the bed gets made. Or if I get up after Dustin, the bed gets made. If not, the bed doesn't get made. Whatever. Doesn't matter one way or the other. There is a pillow on my bed that is a pink, round, fluffy looking thing. Sis likes killing fluffy things.
Uh-oh.
So it is her pillow, but she's very gentle with it. So it's like her baby. Like she'll take it off of my bed. So when I come home, she'll always jump up on the bed and get her baby and bring it to me. So it's her pillow. And then I have to take it from her and pet her and tell her she did a good job. Then I go put it back on the bed and then she takes it off of the bed. But she'll leave it there all day long until I get home. And then she's like, hey, Mom, thanks for this baby. I love it. Then she'll pick it up, take it over on the couch, and then she will like just lay on it with her whole weight, all of her whole body. I'm like, all right,
so
that's fine.
cute.
It's literally the cutest thing ever. But outside of that, Teasel, she steals my shoes. So she doesn't chew on them. She's very gentle when she picks them up. It's like she just like rests them on her lower jaw. And so then she will take them into our bedroom. So anytime I come into my bedroom, because I keep my bedroom fairly clean most of the time, anytime I come into my bedroom, every single day, shoes everywhere. Where did you get these? Where did you get these shoes? I swear my closet is closed. But anyway, it's funny because then my bedroom becomes a mess because of my dogs. So again, I get it.
Thanks.
They ruin
dogs.
everything. I mean, I love
And
them.
this is why I don't have them.
Oh
Another
man, they're so
question
sweet.
though. Another
Yes.
question is Peter loves toys.
Uh-huh.
He loves toys. So for the first few days that I get him a new toy, he'll carry it around,
Yeah.
he'll sleep with it, he'll treat it like
a baby.
a baby.
It's his baby.
And then just one day he decides he's going to destroy it and he
Um,
destroys
murder
it.
it.
It's like and then he's walking around with just the
Yes, the empty carcass
yeah,
of
and
the
I'm just
toy.
like, why?
I don't know. My dog's the same way. Like Sis is the same way. She'll play with it. She'll love it. She'll baby it and everything. And then one day it's like she rips a hole in it. It's always like where the tag is. Like she'll always find where the tag is/was. And then it's like she nibbles on it really tight. And then she gets into it. And then she's like ripping all of the stuffing out ferociously. Like she's murdering. I'm like, sis, stop it. And so then she'll stop. Then I'll come home. I'll go to work and then I'll come home and it's just everywhere. But yeah, the little like the carcass of a stuffed animal that once was then resides in my home and it sticks around forever. Like they love that thing.
Yeah, and it's like if you throw it away, then they're looking for it and they're panicking, and then you get them another one that's the same exact thing,
Right.
and they're like, "This isn't
This
it.
isn't it.
This isn't it."
I
So
think I think it's similar to like deer, you know? We have people who kill deer, you put them up on the wall, it's like this is my trophy.
I
I don't understand that part. But anyway,
Just saying. I mean,
yeah. No, I've seen advertisements for a dog toy place, but I don't know if
BarkBox.
it's
Chewy?
I don't know.
I think it may be BarkBox.
But they send you what, like a new one every month or
Uh-huh.
something?
Yeah, that's bark.
But it's
Yep.
supposed to be better.
They're super
hold up
durable.
better. Yeah.
So,
So you only need it once, right?
I mean, you get it. Yes. Yes.
technically.
speaking. So I got
But then you also have to get the treats because
Yeah,
they like the treats.
Of course. So I got one that was from like BarkBox. It wasn't a BarkBox itself, but I went to TJ Maxx, which typically I don't buy my toys
TJ Bark
through
Box.
TJ BarkBox Max. Because they are typically they fall apart really quick.
Yeah.
Very dangerous. But they had one from BarkBox that I had recognized that I had seen before. It's like it's like a pea. I don't know how to explain it. And it's like this round pea thing, cactus thing. I don't know what it is. So then if the dog chews it up, there's another toy inside of it that's like a sad pea because it got killed. And
Sappy.
so it's like
Emotional
this
damage for
distraught,
your dog.
sad thing. And then if they end up taking that part off, it's like a ball underneath. So it's like
So then you get rewarded.
it's like a Russian nesting doll of toys.
Yeah.
So it becomes, it's not like your whole world has fallen apart because whatever. So I have looked into BarkBox. I've thought about it before, but I'm like, another subscription for what?
Yeah. It's a little expensive.
Because the same part of me is like, I love subscriptions.
But maybe I should get
That's
rid of...
my problem is I love them.
I don't.
I
but
think I should get
yes.
rid of one subscription to get the BarkBox because I think I would use the BarkBox more than the subscription I currently have.
Right. I get it.
Unless it's Halloween.
I get it. I get it. No,
There
it's
you go.
it's just very interesting. Animals ruin your life. We ruin our own lives by making messes in our garages.
Yeah, I just don't understand why we have to
Keep
possess
boxes.
certain things.
I know. I don't get it. See,
Well, you know what I don't understand? Sorry.
No, you're okay. Go ahead.
Is people have their garages full
Mm-hmm.
and then they have storage units that are full.
Yes. Okay.
I'm like, wait, what?
This is a societal thing that I have been thinking about for the last, like, I don't even know how long, so I don't know how deep dive we can even get into it, but anytime I go into, like, the big box stores, like the big box warehouse stores, I walk around, I'm like, wow, we are such wasteful human beings who just need these weird material things, and yet here I am buying a bazillion things that I probably don't need, but I'm gonna keep buying them anyway. Like, it's this very interesting, weird parallelogram that we get into that's like, I think it's a paradigm, but whatever, I don't know what the word is.
Just like the
Panorama. It's very interesting, like conceptually why we do that, but at the same time I'm also like, I don't care, I want dumb-ish. Like, I'm gonna buy all of the dumb-ish. So I feel the same way about like storage units. What do you need a storage unit for? If you're moving, sure. But like, when do you go to your storage unit to get stuff? If you have 15 kids, also sure. Okay.
Actually, I don't have one personally, but I know somebody that does, and they go quite regularly.
Interesting.
I think like if you downsize, like if you're downsizing, like if you live in a 5-bedroom house and you downsize to like a studio apartment,
right.
I understand
100%.
Like, I understand why you need the storage.
I need to take time to look through things.
Probably you will go often. But like my question is like, if you already have a 5-bedroom house, it's already full. Your 2-car garage is already full. And on top of that, you have another storage unit. Why?
What do you need? What's
Yeah.
all of the things that you have? Like,
It's hoarding in disguise.
Yeah,
it is.
basically.
That's it. See, like the stuff that I have in my house, I have a lot of things. Like, I really like doing crafty stuff. I really like all of that. So I have a lot of like crafty stuff. And then I have a lot of just like, I don't know, random. I have a lot of records also. So I have like a storage space above my bathroom. That's like a attic-ish storage space that I have everything full of. Then we have a basement area that's like full of storage stuff. But then like the garage is currently full of like Dustin's stuff that should be in a shop. Like, we don't have a shop though. So it's all in the garage, you know, toolboxes and garage. So it's currently filled with all of those things that should be in like a shop. So it's fine to have all of those things out there, but you know, it would be nice to have another space to store stuff so that I can have more space to store
Stuff.
other stuff. Like, it's a Russian nesting doll of stuff. Like,
See, I'm debating on whether to get another storage shed, like a shed, like on the property,
right, like a she shed.
or get a storage shed.
Yeah. I get it.
I-
Like a storage unit. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
But then it's like, is it worth it?
yes,
Okay.
I think so.
Uh-huh.
There's just not at my house. There's not a lot of places for storage,
Mm-hmm.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
There's
it's not
very
m-
little places for storage.
yeah, it's not made for storage. It's made for like living, and then like you shouldn't need anything to just live here. Wink. Like that's how it's made.
Yes.
But okay, you also got to remember too, like a lot of the stuff that's in there is not really mine.
Right.
It's other
People's.
that live there. So
Right.
it's like
Make them buy a storage shed.
the problem is a storage shed costs like $3,000 to like $6,000
Yep.
if you're gonna get a decent sized one.
Right.
And I already have one, but it's full of stuff that is like outside things because I don't have a garage to
Right.
put
So
like
outside.
a lawnmower in.
Right, they
And
need
a
to be
lawnmower
outside.
takes up a lot of space, especially when it's a riding one.
It's true.
Again, not my riding lawnmower. I'm thankful to have it. But
Bingo.
again,
It takes
it's
up a
just-
lot of space.
So by the time you get that and a toolbox and a push lawnmower,
Unfortunately, you can't stack them on top of each other. Like,
there's very little room in the storage shed
It's
to
true.
do anything else.
I get it.
But I think your storage shed is like for outside, so it's like
Right.
It's things you expect to see in a storage shed,
Right.
like in your shed.
That's true. But I want to get a different one for stuff that's inside that can get cold,
Yeah.
but not necessarily wet.
Like, I'm not putting my milk out in the storage shed outside because it's going to freeze. Like,
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, and a lot of it is
You have an
like,
outdoor pantry. The beans got frozen again.
Actually, I had a
Darn
what do you call it? A freezer outside for a while,
Nice.
and then every time it rained, it would short circuit.
Oh,
And blow.
yeah.
Yep. So it was fun.
What a pain.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, well, this needs to go.
I do want to buy a freezer for my garage though. Just put it right there.
They're
Okay, so again,
They're very
why do
nice.
you need it?
Why do I need it? Have you seen my fridge?
No.
I put one thing in there and it fills up.
See, I have the reason why I have a the reason why I have I can't even finish the next sentence that I was going to say. Okay, the reason that I have a deep freeze, deep chest ice box freezer, right?
You have meat.
Because I have meat.
Yes.
I have so much meat that goes in the deep chest freezer. So I have all of the
Also dead bodies.
also dead bodies. So I have meat in there. We get like a quarter of a beef every year, and actually I think we got a half of a beef this last year, which is so much meat. Like so
It's
much.
like meat heaven.
It is. It's great. So many steaks. Like so many. So totally love having it. It has been so nice because then I have my upstairs freezer that's in my actual like fridge, fridge freezer combo. That one has like my vegetables and like, oh, here's a frozen pizza and here's some Eggos and,
Here's 40
here's pizza
little
rolls.
ice cream sandwiches.
40 ice cream sandwiches, pretty common in my fridge or freezer. Also ice cream, because I thought if you were rich growing up, you had ice cream.
Oh.
So if I have my freezer stocked with ice cream, it's because I feel like that's how I stay rich.
That's one of the things that never ever ever was missing in my house when I
Ice
was
cream?
growing up. Ice cream.
That's
Dude.
because she was rich.
Surprise!
I'm joking. I'm
Dude,
joking.
I never had ice cream ever.
I don't know. I know now, like as an adult, that my parents really struggled when I was younger, like
Yeah.
money. But they never ever let us know about it.
That's good. My
Like,
parents did.
We still had Lunchables, which
That's
were
impressive.
expensive.
Yeah,
We would have fruit by the foot, like all the
that's impressive.
candies. We would have fruit all the time. I used to eat.
Dude,
My mom,
grapes are stupid expensive.
yes, they are.
Freak, I love grapes though. It's like I go to the store and it's like, here, $12. I'm like, great, I'll eat all of these by the time I get home. Like, I love grapes.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I don't really eat grapes that much, but I do like them. And then they also they are excellent in chicken salad.
So good.
So
They
I'll
belong
buy
in
them,
chicken
but
salad.
My problem is half of them will go bad because I'll get tired of them.
For real.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
And then like I'll eat other fruit, like I'll get strawberries
Yeah.
or oranges are my favorite. Oranges will never go bad in my house.
I love oranges. I can't
Apple,
have them
like
anymore.
I'll eat an apple. Bananas, I love bananas.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why.
I do. They're delicious.
They are good.
That's why.
They're
They're
the
pretty
best
good.
They're
berry.
so good berries. So many berries. No, I feel that way. See, and then like for me, I knew I was broke all the time. It was like, hey, can you like not have your period until Friday? Because we can't buy you anything. you already have. Okay, well, wrap it with toilet paper, call it good. Like that's the kind of household I grew up in. So
man.
it's like, wow, this is awesome. So anytime I was like, hey mom, can I have money for like, I don't know, lunch? Can I have 35 cents to go buy a Shasta across the street? It was like, no. I was like, great. So anytime anybody had ice cream, or like if your shampoo and conditioner was full, that was like key indicator for me, like you're rich, like because you have the money to be able to supplement like, hey, basic human needs. So that was where like
that is crazy.
I was growing up.
For me, I don't really like the ice cream that's in the fridge. Like I don't like a tub of ice cream.
Okay.
I'd rather just go to a place and get it.
Yeah.
And maybe that's where I was spoiled, is because I was literally I don't know, 2 blocks, maybe a block away from
Yeah, a place that you
a
could go
certain
get
place
it.
that you could get it.
Yeah.
So I could just ride my bike, go down and get a shake or a sundae or a ice cream cone. So maybe
That's
that's
fair.
why for me I'm like, yeah, I don't like ice cream in the
That's
fridge.
fair. There's a lot of
It was also much cheaper back then.
yes, very true. Shout out Red Button ice cream. Have you ever had their ice cream?
No, but I hear it's really good.
So good. Oh my gosh, I don't know what they put in it. Crack, probably. It's so good.
Catnip.
Catnip.
I wonder if
Dude.
it's like Bluebell ice cream.
Yes, it's
Oh
very
my
similar to
gosh.
Bluebell ice cream.
I
So
love Bluebell.
Dustin grew up in Texas, and so he's like, I miss Bluebell ice cream. We found this Red Button ice cream, and he's like, this is very similar. Not the same, obviously, but very similar in
have
like
to try it.
texture and stuff. Delicious. Like it's so good. But you have to go to like a select handful of grocers that are carriers of said ice cream. Like I can't just go to like Walmart and go get it. It's got to be like a, mom and pop-ish type of a grocery store.
I have to
But
look for it.
they're so good. I love Red Button ice cream. So
I'll have to try it.
I'm
Yeah,
not
'cause
being sponsored. I wish I was, but I'm
hashtag,
not.
Hashtag not sponsored.
hashtag not sponsored.
Yeah.
Hashtag not hot garbage.
Not hot
Not
garbage.
garbage.
Big time
Wait.
delicious.
Yeah, like every time I go to Georgia, I don't care if I'm broke and
Bluebell.
I will not make it back to Utah, but I will spend $7 or $8 on a Bluebell
Yes.
thing.
Yeah.
I will do it. I don't care.
See, I never even had it when I was in Texas. The last
It's
couple of,
so
I've gone
good.
I've gone to Texas like a handful of times, but now that I'm thinking about it, I don't know that I've ever been there. I've been to HEB because they run the state.
HEB, yeah.
Delicious. I mean, they have a lot of really good things there. That was also the first place that I found out that like they sell wine on the shelves outside of Utah.
Oh yeah.
Had no idea.
That was a shocker to me. I went to a store here and I was like, "Where's the wine?"
Not here.
Come to find out, I have to go to a state-owned liquor
Correct.
store.
You
I'm
can
like,
go to
excuse me.
you can get Marsala wine vinegar on the shelves, but you cannot get like Marsala cooking wine, but you cannot get actual wine. I was so confused. We went down to Texas. I was like, why is there wine on these shelves? I have no idea what's happening. And Dustin was like, this is normal.
This is normal.
This is normal. Utah's not. I was like, what?
Yeah.
No. And that's when the glass facade was shattered for me. I learned a lot.
Funny. That's what my my aunt is in charge of, is the wine place in one of the stores.
Interesting.
Obviously not in Utah.
Surprise.
Yeah. so
Shocking.
she orders it for the store.
That's fascinating.
That's crazy.
Anyway,
So fun.
I don't know. We covered a lot of topics today.
We did.
This has been a great time. I've really thoroughly enjoyed our time here. Hopefully you've also enjoyed it. Do we have any final thoughts?
It's
Stay
hot
warm.
garage bitch.
Hot garage
Stick
bitch.
to one project. Throw one something away every day that you don't need.
This conversation I feel like kind of went like that. Like,
Yeah.
here's our intention with it. And then we ended up talking about wine in a grocery store. So, I don't know.
It goes to food real quickly.
Always, especially because we're always hungry.
Yeah.
Anyway, this has been The Perspective.